Right, Woodlands winners, winter special, the first for the winter months. Gentlemen, welcome.
Morning, Cobber. How are you going?
Very good. It's hopefully going to rain here in central Victoria, so much needed rain by the looks. So we're hopeful anyway. Cameron Grant, hello to you.
G'day, how are we today?
Very good. Of course, we've changed these up a little bit. We won't be going through all of the boys, but it has been a pretty big week. This week, we want to make sure that people check out the different gravy from Monday. I think it was Husey, El Maestro, the lather up horse. Make sure you go and check him out. And Sudsy's doing an amazing job. A couple of horses qualifying, a few 2-year-olds popping up. There's even one's going to get a little mention today too. So plenty happening in the way there. With Lather Up and is all the boys. But today's show is all about the game changer, I suppose, the breed changer, Sweet Lou. Husey's just doing an amazing job, as he has been for a long time now.
Yeah, his last 2.5 years have been quite staggering, so much in fact that, he's on the cusp of being the leading all-age sire in Australia. $20,000 behind Art Major in the 2025 season on 50 less horses to the races. Just stunning results week in, week out. 9 winners in Australia last Saturday night. Treble at Melton, treble at Albion Park, and winners at Menangle and Globe Derby. So, and look, I venture to say between last Saturday and Thursday down under, it's Friday now for this show, but he's had 20 individual winners in the last 6 days.
Yeah. So he's not only a breed changer, Cam Grant, it's just the winners that he is leaving. Like, he's won a creditable staying, but then the opportunity you get, and it will be one thing we'll be highlighting, especially with these 5 fillies a bit later on, is the ability to change breeds and get the great outcross. And you get the 2 for 1. You get a winning horse. That's the best part.
Oh, 100%. Like I said, I think we're pretty lucky in that respect. You're right, the breed there, he's just perfectly bred to kind of outcross and get the job done. So he's probably perfect timing for a horse of that caliber to kind of touch this part of the world, just for everyone to kind of up their breed. And I said that kind of sets them up for the future too.
Does indeed. Husey, I'll start with you. Albion Park last Saturday night on a very wet night. Good night of racing, trying conditions, utterly sweet behind the leader there. This is a good win, 53-6 for the Chantal and Pete Turpin. Jack Callaghan's brother Tom in the cart gets his first Group 1 win and just knew where to find the line, didn't he?
Yeah, look, trying conditions at Albion Park last Saturday night, but just jumps back to that sprint lane and found the line very, very strongly. So something to note here, the closing quarters in this race were 27-2 and 27-8. So, like, he's probably broken a half less than 55 to win that race, taken a career best 153-6 change and, saluted in the group race. Another great result for Sweet Lou on Saturday night. Congratulations to his breeder, Johnny Paulson and Doug Johnson, who both bred and own the horse as well. So a good fill-up for everybody concerned there.
Yeah, exactly. And fast times, Cam, is one thing we are going to showcase here. We've got Bar Louis. This sort of, when you watch it from just here, it looks like, this horse has just gone to the front, carved out a nice mile rate of 52-4, 26-9 last quarter, if you don't mind. But there was a lot more play out in this race.
No, you're right. Like, he kind of sat back and had to wait, especially over the 1,700 metres, and he popped round to the front. And look, especially at the kind of tail end of this race, he's just kind of dropped them. He's looking pretty comfortable there. In the last kind of 200, he really got into his work late. He's a horse that's been a bit stiff in the rating system. He won the Timaru Winter Cup fresh out off a mark, which I thought was a bit harsh over here. And then he's gone out at Ashburn and done this in a 52-mile rate. So he's a horse just going from strength to strength at the end of the day, and he was obviously bred at Woodlands, which is nice. So, look, the Telfer team's having a huge run at the moment, and nice to see the Sweet Lou's and that are going so good for them.
Yep, and they did also have All-American player win on the day as well, so a little bit earlier. But the other one I wanted to highlight just then is 2 horses chasing him home, both by Better Select, both very good horses, and he left them. Go back and watch a replay. He's inside the second line. He's probably spotting Nathan Williamson's horse probably 10, 15 lengths going around that first turn. Then manages to get past him and then drops him off. And he is a very quality horse, Nathan's horse as well. He's a horse we will be highlighting at some point, no doubt, in this show as well. So I think that's the thing. Both horses come from bad draws, both settled beautifully. When they're asked to find a line, they find a line. typical of all the Sweet Loos.
100%. Like I said, it's nice to see the Telfer team's been pretty supportive of us in Sweet Lou, and now reaping the rewards, which is really good for them.
And as I said, I think they'd had 18 winners, and there was a massive amount of Woodland spreads horses in that there. Right, one thing we didn't do through the run-through, I didn't know which way we were going to start. You boys will let me know as we're going through, I would imagine. I'm going to go through them in numerical order. But firstly, go to NZB, standardbred.co.nz, and then type in Sweet Lou or Sweet. You can type in there. No, because if you type in Sweet, that's where it brings up that little oddity there. You got to actually type in Sweet Lou. You will see there's a Father Patrick out of Sweetie there. So if you type in Sweet Lou, it will bring you up with nine weanlings for Sweet Lou. 2 of those for Macca Lodge, 1 for Dancing on Moonlight. Both great supporters of Woodland Stud and have been for a long time. But there are 6 there for the team from Woodlands. Usually 5 fillies and 5 fillies, 1 colt, 4 Bettor's Delights, and all out of very current families.
Yeah, look, nice little selection there for breeders and pinhookers out there, and those that want to get onto the Sweet Lou on June 26. And 5 quality fillies out of good families. I think for the 6 Sweet Lou's we're taking to the sales, the majority have 2 dams on the page. 1 has 3. So, look, plenty of substance to those families. And the first one we offer up Lot 1026, our Melody, a Western Terra mare, 3 to the races for 3 winners, and a really nice quality filly. So, lots to look forward to with her. Second dam, listen to the rhythm. Got the In the Pocket blood in there as well. So a little bit of the old school blood, but some nice horses in there that have won some nice races, including Willow, who was a very, very good daughter of Bettor's Delight in that family. Gossip Girl's done a good job. So, yeah, look, first up, one of our Sweet Lou fillies, a 2nd of November foal, lot 1026.
Yep, well done. You did very, very good with that one. Cam Grant, I imagine, is going to do the next one for us, which is 1031. Cam, is that correct?
That's the one, the Sweet Lou Queen of Hearts filly. Look, I've just got back from the North Island yesterday. I've been doing the photos the last couple of days, so look, it's good to see everyone. The weather didn't play ball the first day, but look, this filly's a nice wee filly. Look, it's out of a full sister to Henry Hubert. 4th foal, first foal's a 3-year-old, so I'd expect them to start doing something soon. So, look, it's a little bit smaller, but it's a nice enough filly here out of a family that I've seen a couple of bigger ones from in the past. So this one here is a little bit tidier, and like I said, it's probably a good chance to kind of get into one of a family that could kind of kick a few goals with some foals of racing age now.
Yep, Queen of Hearts was unraced herself, but being a full to Henry Hubert, he was a terrific horse, but also Lambros. Apollo 13 raced over here for the Nixons as well. So, a family that a lot of people know about, and it's a cross that obviously works as far as racehorses go, and you get the opportunity again to purchase a horse out of her that going from there. Husey, as I'm just having a little bit of a glitch getting back to 1037, is the next one. Sweet Lou Razcal Alley, a great little name for a mare and an American Ideal mare, so I know why you got this one.
What a cross, mate. Sweet Lou out of an American Ideal mare, lot 1037, September foal. And look, another one with some quality animals in the family, including very good racehorse Elder Cristiano, who made $400,000, and a horse that has left quite an impression as a sire in Australia. Son of Christian Cullen. Lot to like about the Sweet Lou colts. We know how good they go. You saw Utterly Sweet and Barlou in there. One of the more recent Sweet Lou colts we sold out of this family, out of Just Dance, won the West Australian Derby for the Bonds. So the only Lou colt in our draft in the sale. Got a funny feeling there might be a few people on this boy.
Yep, and it's interesting you mentioned their Just Dance, because that's a family we are going to highlight shortly. But it is a rare opportunity. I think there is there's only 2 colts by Lou in the sale. The rest are all fillies, so be aware of that as well. So that was lot number 1037. We go to 1051 now. This is the Sweet Lou Victor's Delight, Cameron. This is a Bettor's Delight mare, and as I said, there's 4 Bettor's Delight mares featured here.
Yeah, like I said, this is a nice filly here, pretty well put together. daughter of Sweet Lou. Look, the mother won 14. Betters Delight Mare. She did a good job in both New Zealand and Australia, and she's already left a couple of winners by Sweet Lou.
Yep.
Plays on and no added sugar. So look, it's a good wee family here. Benny Hill's got the Down by the Seaside filly Hippocampus, which is qualified and not yet to race, and then in turn out of Victor Supreme, so a group winning mare. She won 17 as well. So who was the mother of Utmost Delight, who won multiple Group 1s. So look, it's a pretty deep family. I'd certainly be having a look at this one. It's a really nice horse.
Yeah, and as you said, those proven crosses, you can see it there. Blaze on, and it is to date $70,000 with 9 West Australian wins and no added sugar, 6 wins and 61,000, both being fulls. So, proven cross it works. You can see it there, and it works very, very easily for that horse there. So that's that one. 1061 Husey is the next. This is out of Champagne Night. This is another Better's Delight mare. This is the first foal actually out of that same family.
Yeah, first foal, same family. Sweet Lou out of Better's Delight, Golden Cross, as we well know, in both the northern and southern hemisphere. So very good family too. Like I'll need you now. Group 1 winner. A lot of horses that would perpetually group races, free for allers. What we call Saturday night, Friday night class in Australia and New Zealand. Billy Badger stars tonight. Hey Bartender. Some very, very good horses, and even pushing back into the third down there with Always a Porsche, who's done a really good job, and Red Terror. August filly, 28th of August filly. We know how good Lou's fillies are, and the Sweet Lou Better's Delight cross, working staggeringly. The other key to Lou, and this week as well, he had his 600th individual winner down under in Australia and New Zealand. Quite a staggering result. So Lou literally goes at, for every horse that goes to the races, every second one wins. He's going at about 55% winners to foals with his crops down under, which is a staggering number.
It is indeed. Cameron, the last horse to go through the sale. Hughes, you mentioned there before about Just Dance. This is out of that family, 1077. This is a bay filly by Sweet Lou out of Fancy Dress.
Yeah, like I said, another nice Sweet Lou filly here out of the Better's Delight mare. But the lather up sister to it's already been off the property as a 2-year-old, which is good. Like I said, only her third foal, so she's pretty new to the breeding barn, I guess, in this respect. But like I said, look at some of the horses on the page. Coachella, which is half to the mother of this, and that's by Sweet Lou, and it's nearly put 500,000 in the tin already, which is pretty impressive. And you're right, you go back to Just Dance, Christopher Dance. It's a really, really nice family, and like I said, I think a lot more people nowadays are probably looking for some good fillies families to get into. It seems to be the way the world's going. They're a bit harder to come by, and a lot of people haven't sold a lot of them over the times. So a nice kind of starting point at the weaning sales to get into a filly for probably not silly money.
One of the great things about Sweet Lou is you don't get the double up, if you like. You use that out cross. It's very rare. Where there was a few there with Arts Place and all the rest. But Fancy Dress got that double cross of fake left through Cam's card shark, but fake left. Cam Fella was a cross, but yeah, with fake left there as well. We know what sort of a broodmare gem he was, fake left. So you've got Better's Delight, fake left, and then you've got this great cross with Sweet Lou. You then see that it works there with Coachella as well, being a 3/4 in a way to that horse. That's a great little pedigree cross line, if you like, for an out cross stallion.
Very much so. So that's just the whole. Like I said, he's probably perfect timing for this part of the world, and probably especially in America too. That's why he's flying over there. He's just the perfect kind of stallion with the perfect blood and well credentialed and just flying.
Yep, and that's what we want. And like Husey said, 600 and what winner?
600 winners, right on the money. Individual winners down under.
I thought it was a little bit deeper. Of course, as I said, Dancing on Moonlight are offering up 1, and Macalodge are offering up 2 as well. Going from there, one of those is a colt. I think it's the Macalodge horse is a colt. So, and the rest are fillies. So, magic opportunity to buy these out crosses. The fillies work too. That's the best part about them.
Yeah, they certainly do. Lou's track record with these girls is quite phenomenal. So, Oaks winners, size stake winners. That's probably the three of the top 5 mares in Australia at the moment are by Sweet Lou. So, and the key to the Lou's as well is they go deep. They go deep. They rock and roll past their juvenile career. They go to 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So they have great longevity like their father.
Yep. Boys, Cam, first starters, sorry, one question. When the photos were done, they'd be up probably early next week?
I would suggest you'll probably start seeing them from today, actually.
Okay, yep.
So they were taking a few more, I think, this afternoon. There's just a couple of retakes there. Just ran out of daylight yesterday. So, yeah, a couple more to go today. And I'd say from tonight onwards, over the weekend, you just want to keep your eyes peeled and the photos will be there.
Yep, and keep an eye out for the NZB. Go to nzbstandardbred.co.nz to see all of those, and I'll start popping up there as well. But don't forget, June 26th, 2:30, sales starts. Pretty important part of the information there as well, and always updates going on. You'll see, let's go back to that. If I get that little clicker back up, for any of the Australians or anyone else there who may be not aware, these little dots here just mean that there's a pedigree update. So Southside Story, which is related there by Christian Cullen. By Always Be Mickey out of Supremacy Mare. Must have won somewhere. First at what's her name? Alexandra Park, ATC. Is that correct or not? I think it is, isn't it? One of you boys were going to tell me. Cameron, you're a Kiwi.
Yeah. No, you're always right. You're always right, mate.
But keep an eye on those little dots. That's what they actually mean going from there. So you'll be able to see those as well. Cam's having that little thing that happens. We don't know what goes on over there in New Zealand, Hughesy. He's looking very psychedelic. He's almost a bit ghosty all of a sudden.
He is, yeah, mate. Maybe he is ghosting us, really. So, yeah.
Not sure. I'm ghosting everyone. If you follow me on Facebook, there is a clone, so just be aware.
Here we go. We've reached. We've reached absolute flog status, if that's the case.
I don't have too many conversations, and a few people. Colin Hind sent me a message, and it's not me. I'm sorry, but yeah, when you're famous, you're famous. You just got to run with it, don't you? So
yeah, that's true. Just we'll just constantly remind you of where you've come from, Cobber. So it won't take long to bring you down 10 pegs. Don't worry.
I know where I come from, and we'll continue to look after everyone. And I will say thank you very much to the team at Woodlands Stud, because they were where I come from. Between them and NZB, Barristock, and a few others, that's where I got me start. So I always do appreciate that. Boys, thank you. We will be back next week. Probably not on a Friday. We might go a little bit earlier, Hughesy, or is it up to you? You would be out on the road.
Oh well, I'm on the road again next week. We might aim for maybe next Wednesday. See how we go. So yeah. Yeah, just shout out too. I spent the last 3 days in Wagga with a lot of the farmers and a lot of the good harness racing people up there. And for the first time, I've met the legendary Bernie Kelly yesterday. Had lunch with him. So what a icon of New South Wales and Australian harness racing Bernie is and still is. So shout out to him and his wife Diane, their grandson Sam, who I had lunch with. So yeah. Never seen a very, very big trophy room of Bernie's. What a great trainer he was.
Yeah, I met Sam.
Driver, sorry, yeah.
I met Sam. It might have been Miracle Mile this year. I think they might have won the first race. Luke McCarthy. Anyway, it may have been last year, but yeah, he's a passionate harness person. So the name's not going to be dead, which is what we want as well. So
yeah,
that part's exciting, and he is a great chat, Bernie. I must say, would have been a random conversation, Hughesy.
Yeah, no, it was random. We spoke about the past and the future and stallions and mares, and it was a really good conversation. And quite a horseman and quite a family as well.
Do we give a shout out to our great mate Scott Robinson as well? Does he get a shout out?
Yeah. No, I was had a couple. I stayed at Al Robinson Chateau, so shout out to the mayor. He was in good form as always. So. Always good value, Robbo, boys at Yerriby, Jake Stockton, Johnson, boys. So great to catch up with everybody in that part of the world the last few days. And we'll be back up there at some stage in August, it looks like. Long-suffering Carlton man, unfortunately, but I feel for him because I'm one too. So anyway, it's been a rough year. Been a rough year this year, so that's okay. Right, boys. Thank you. As always, we try to highlight the horses. Also try to have a bit of fun and change it up a little bit as well. But some really nice winners this week. Utterly Sweet Barloo, but there's been plenty of others. Don't forget the Different Gravy as well for Lather Up. El Maestro, Sudsy is really coming not just with names. He's coming with the stock, and we want to continue that going as well. Boys, thank you. And we will catch up next week. Promise it's not Wednesday, but we will work that part out. But it'll be fine. So thank you very much. Thanks, Colin.
B. Ronaldo tucked away to the inside of Dancing in Heaven. Then Sakatars, Always Be Batman, Artful Bromac and Mickey Flyby too far away. Bar Louis the leader, 4.50 to go, a length and a half in front, Always Dreaming. Mickey B worked on the outside from Malachi. Always Be Batman starting to run on wider, no run Ronaldo. Bar Louis comes for home, a length and a half, Always Dreaming. Mickey B fights on, then Malachi. Always Be Batman wider, past the furlong. Bar Louis found a kick shot, two in front from Always Dreaming. Ronaldo runs on the far side. Always Be Batman wider out. Bar Louis at the 75 though, opened up and edged clear, and Bar Louis wins the 3-year-old champion stakes. 4 lengths the margin from Ronaldo. Always Dreaming, fourth across Malachi. Then Mickey B.
Get hot late, and he's going along great guns here as he nears the 400-metre marker. French fries by 5 metres. Utterly Sweet trying to stick with him. Our Sweet Delight is under pressure. Macklemore checks the inside. Cinnabon peeling wider. Race for Riches, Fire Razor, Hellime Smooth. He's a May win. The Talk Majority third quarter. 27 and 4. They turn into the home straight. French fries clear. Utterly Sweet goes to the inside. Macklemore checks third. Then Race for Riches. French fries in front. Utterly Sweet's going to test him. Utterly Sweet's coming through. Utterly Sweet takes it. Utterly Sweet won the Breeders' Classic. Beating French fries. Macklemore checks Race for Riches. Look at the Talk Majority. Savage the line deeper out. Next in Cinnabon, Hellime Smooth, Fire Razor. Our Sweet Delight. He's a May win. Final split 28. The mile rate 153.6 for Racing. Sweet's going to test him.